What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Ben Gaming video, and today we're going to be talking about Xbox. I actually have some pretty exciting news regarding game sort of like preservation and the future of Xbox, and I wish they kind of talked about this in the little podcast they did last week where they talked about the future of Xbox and going third party and stuff like this, because this bit of news is actually really huge and makes me feel a lot better about the games I bought on their platform. So let's get right into it. I don't want to make you wait. Let's talk about it. So quickly, I just want to say what the news is. Basically, they are discussing, and Phil Spencer has in a kind of leaked Discord chat essentially said that certain games that you've bought on the store will now be playable in xCloud, meaning the games you've purchased you can now stream to your TV, to any device you want to. Now that might seem, oh, that's a bit disappointing, but no, like in the end of the day, the future of gaming is streaming. Whether you like it or not, and you're like me who loves collecting physical games, that is the reality of it. I'm going to collect physically until the end of time, but this is certainly something that is good, because if you've bought a game recently, let's say, I don't know, Jedi Fallen Order, for example, you may be able to have that streamable. Now, it does say certain games, so let's have a look at the article and talk about what's actually going on. So, Phil Spencer tells Xbox fans to expect major xCloud feature this year. You may recall that back in mid-2022, a new Xbox cloud gaming feature was announced that would let you play owned games from your My Games and Apps library using the service, even if they weren't part of Xbox Game Pass. Now, it does say later you do need that Game Pass membership to be able to do this and access their servers. It's the usual monthly fee that they need for you to, be able to stream these games from their server. So Microsoft has gone quiet on this ever since, but Xbox boss Phil Spencer actually confirmed to an Xbox fan over the weekend via direct message of all things that the plan is for the feature to be rolled out in 2024. As you can see here on the tweet, we'll actually click on it and go to X so you can see that it is an actual viable tweet from this guy. So here you go. So it says, Phil Spencer says owned games to be playable on xCloud in 2024, replies through Xbox chat. It wasn't Discord, sorry, my bad, Xbox chat, but here you go. Hey Phil, any word on updates on being able to play my owned games on xCloud? Should be this year. He said, thanks man, have a great night, you too. So that's really huge news. Now, it does say here, before anyone gets too excited, it should be noted that the original plan in 2022 was only to allow access to select games from your library, and it seems like you'll still need to be an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, as I said, to play this way. Now, I imagine there's going to be some sort of licensing thing they have to be careful of with certain games, but still, this is a huge news, because I think at the moment, especially this last week the last 3 months actually, with all these rumors going on about Xbox going third party and various different issues there, this kind of gives your mind a bit of rest, because the main thing is Xbox's service is what they wanted to provide. Microsoft is a service company first, not a hardware company, a service company. So that's what they want to do. At the end of the day, one of the most profitable things in business is services, because it doesn't cost anything to manufacture like an Xbox, for example. So pushing services is what Microsoft is always been good at, and this whole thing is what their future is going to be. So we know that cloud gaming is the future. We know that that's going to be where things are. One day we're not going to have consoles like the Series X and the PS5. We're literally going to have TVs or VR goggles or whatever, where you essentially just stream the game to that device. This just preserves your game library. So any games you bought over the last, 10 years of Xbox or whatever, you've spent thousands on all your games, much like I have with a lot of games. Potentially a lot of those, and maybe more over time. It does say a select from your library, but hopefully more over time will be allowed to be played via xCloud streaming. So Jedi Fallen Order, as I said, if it's not on Game Pass, but you've owned the game in your library, you can then stream that game to your phone. You can already do that via your Series X, but obviously we're talking future-proofing where consoles aren't a thing, and you can just simply stream that game to your whatever you want. And to talk about cloud gaming soon, I don't know. I don't like the future of cloud gaming. I don't like the fact that everything's going to be streamed. I will miss having hardware, but at the same time, it's We know it's the future. When it works properly, I think it's going to be really good because essentially you only need to carry a certain device around with you. If you've got your phone on you, you can still game wherever you are. You wouldn't need to bring your Nintendo Switch or your, I don't know, whatever, like your PS5 Portal console tablet thing where you stream the game. You just literally have your phone, which I know you could do from consoles anyway, but I'm talking when there is no systems. You'd have your TV where you just stream the game. You can carry on your progress from any device. Like, that side of stuff is very, very cool. But I love collecting games, as I said, but I do like that Microsoft is preserving things. As you can see from this article, we've got another article here talking about it as well. Microsoft is planning to bring a lot more games to xCloud Gaming later this year, allowing Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers to stream some of their own library. We're excited to share this later this year. It's our intent to roll out the ability for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members, to play from the cloud, select games they already own or have purchased outside of the Xbox Game Pass library. And people might be thinking, well, that only means the Xbox exclusive games. Well, no, that's not true, because all the Xbox exclusive games are already on Game Pass. So this is going to mean other titles other than what's on Game Pass. It's from your library. So I'm looking forward to seeing the select few games. I'm going to obviously make a video talking about what games they are. Hopefully they give us a really constructed list. And I think from Xbox, they need to just communicate with us how they select these games, what games in the future are going to be added. So we know, because it's just better to, know. Like, it's really important they communicate this with the fans, how they choose these games, and yeah, they just need to be transparent going forward. I really like this. I'm excited about this because I just feel like already my investments in the platform, when I was talking about it last month and stuff, I feel like I've just thrown money away. If there's no more Xbox consoles, I bought all these games, what the hell's going on? And now they're kind of rectifying that. And one of the reasons I think they are rectifying that is because I do think still, even after their announcement last week, where they talked about the next-gen Xbox even, I still know they're going to be exiting the console space. Both platforms eventually will probably exit the console space. We're not going to have a hardware system like we know now. We are just going to have streaming. And it's a shame. I think PC will still be an option, but I think flippin' hell, the prices are going to be driven crazy because more and more people are buying PCs, meaning they're going to probably increase the price of the components to build them. Getting like a very high-end PC is going to be something in the future that is such a luxury. All you guys like myself with a 4090 right now, you're not going to be able to afford that in the future. When we get to like the, I don't know, the 7090, 8090, when everything's streaming, like you're not going to be able to afford those because those components are going to be so expensive, and Nvidia even themselves make more money supplying graphics cards to big companies who need them for streaming or calculations or whatever. They make more money in that department than you and me buying gaming graphics cards. They make way more supplying big service centers with GPUs. They just do. So even Nvidia probably will exit one day the consumer market of buying these products. And they themselves are already working on their GeForce Now, which can now do, I think, 4K 120 hertz streaming over the internet. So we're already getting there. Already things are improving. We still need cell phone service to be so much better so we can actually stream the games anywhere in the world, because that's just not good still. Like, when I was staying at a hotel the other night and I could only just get 4G. I couldn't get 5G, but just about 4G, and it was only okay to watch YouTube videos on, so no way was I streaming games over that. So hopefully that's improved. But as I said, Nvidia are already working on their own streaming stuff too. It's going to be a battle of the streaming services, but I do like that our games that we've purchased on a platform are being preserved, because that's a lot of people's concerns, and hopefully I put your mind at rest. But anyway, I'm not going to drag this video out any longer. Thank you for watching my content. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.